Hey, how's it going? I'm Coby Guice.
I'm Colin Forehand.
I'm Zach Melton.
We're here representing Team Prodigy Discs, and just a little bit about myself. I'm from Macon, Georgia, bounced around Florida a few years, and now living in the beautiful town of Asheville, North Carolina with this joker right here.
Yep. And I'm originally from Florida, but I live in Asheville, North Carolina with this guy, and live close to him.
And I live in the great state of Tennessee. Go Vols.
Oh, God.
My PDJ number is 38631, and I've been playing tournaments since 2009.
Pretty solid.
I'm PDJ number 53658, and I've been playing since 2012.
And I am PDGA number 54549, and I've been playing, I guess, for about 7 years now. Professionally, maybe 2.5. You want to show some discs?
Why not?
All right, let's start out. I'm gonna start out with my putting putters. Got 3 in here right now. I use the 300 series PA1s with the big germ stamp. Big shout out to Big Germ for hooking me up with these jewels. They're just they really just get birdies regularly. Hopefully, a little bit of hair in mine. And then I got my backup. It's for long jump putts, when I jump putt.
I gave it to you.
And came straight out of the Zach Melton's collection, and it's a SE PA1.
I also carry 3 putting putters. I have a beat up SE PA2 for long jump putts, also from Zach Melton's collection. A 300 PA2 for inside the circle, and a 300 PA1 I just use for headwind putts. Anything I want to fade left a little bit more.
Well, obviously they copied me because I have 3 putting putters. Okay. They are still the 350 plastic. Actually got these 2 2014 proto stamp off Charlie Davenport from back home. He just did it so he could get something back. And this peach one came from Brad Beck, aka the Disc Guy. He gave it to me a couple weeks ago, and I'm working on breaking it in, but those are my putting putters.
Nice. What next? Throwing putters?
Throwing putters.
We probably all have too many throwing putters, but
Impossible.
maybe not. Maybe not. You can never really have too many. Start out with most stable. I have a, what do we have right here? 400 series?
Yeah.
400 series PA1. It's got a lot of stability, a lot of glide. Really just great for tee shots and longer up shots as well for putters. Got a 300 series PA3. This is a little bit more stable PA3. Really like it. Just put it in the bag just for long hyzers. Also have another Big Germ edition, Big Juice edition.
Came from me also.
PA3 beat in, just goes straight as can be. Really like this. Try to make it in the basket every once in a while as well. And for my turnovers with my putter, I have two 400 PA4s, both protos, and they just really hold a line. Really good for long turnovers.
He did not get those from me.
I did not get both of these from him. Just one of them.
So right now I have 5 driving putters right now, and I have 2 PA4s in the bag. One really beat up 300. I use for just long jump putts, ante putts, trick shots in the woods, rollers.
What type of trick shot?
All of them. Then I have a 400 PA4. This is my favorite disc. I throw it all the time.
Came from me.
It's from Zach Melton. Most of my discs are from Zach Melton.
Call me Santa Claus for nothing.
No one calls you Santa Claus.
True.
Okay. Anyways,
Fair.
our local courses are really tight and wooded. Throw it all the time up there. If I can play with one disc, do this. And I have 2 PA3s, 300 glow, just really straight, tons of glide. Did not get it from Zach. And then a glow 400. This thing is amazing. I just got it a couple days ago. It goes super straight and fades really dependably. The wind didn't seem affected at all this weekend, and I'm gonna put it down.
Don't worry, I got it for you. Here.
And last, it's not really a putter, but it doesn't go anywhere, so I call it one. It's an A1. It's a really flat
It's an approach disc.
approach, and really flat. It's only 165. That doesn't mean anything. It's so overstable. You can throw really weird flex shots, spike hyzers, thumbers, rollers. It's really good.
I'm gonna start with my 750 PA1 Par 2 stamp.
Where'd you
It
get it
also
from?
has this beautiful, I don't know if you can see this blue Forehand stamp. I don't know where it came from. It just showed up this weekend. Mr. Juicy here gave me this putter. Pretty sure it came from Mad Dog herself.
Yeah.
Don't know about before that. It's really overstable. I only backhand it. I can throw it in the wind, but it's pretty much just for putter hyzer shots. Next, I have three 300 PA3s. The first one is a white one. I got it off of Bo Mayberry. It's pretty understable for a PA3. Most of the time they've got some hyzer. This one does not. If I throw it, it's going to go straight and probably turn a little to the left. Next is a yellow X out. I got this from Marshall Street Disc Golf at Maple Hill. What's up?
You got it.
Okay. This one's really straight, doesn't really hyzer, doesn't really turn, flies really good. And the next one is the newest one to my bag. It's been in here for like a month. If I throw this really hard, it goes straight, but I can get it to hyzer. More overstable than the other two. And last is a Proto 400 PA4. Pretty much what Colin said, where we play, it's a lot of wooded courses, a lot of tight shots, and it's the best woods putter I've ever thrown. You can get it to do anything. They're understable, but they can go straight, they can hyzer. Best disc that we throw, I think.
I'll second that.
Well, and you be third.
All right.
Colin said it first.
We'll third it.
Mid-range.
Start us off.
Okay.
Just keep rolling.
All right, I keep it simple with the mid-range. I only carry 4. First one is a 400G M4. Pretty much the big brother to the PA4. It goes really straight in the woods. You get it to turn, you get it to hyzer. One of my favorite mids. I carry 2 750 PA3s, or not PA3s. Like
It's all right.
M3s.
Edit.
They're
Edit.
M3s. I don't want to. But this blue one I got off Big Germ. It's really straight, brand new. I guess he asked for them kind of understable because he doesn't throw far, but you know, it's okay. It serves a purpose. And this pink one I got from Devin Schwartz. He goes to Liberty University. Got the stamp. It's a little bit more overstable than the blue. And my favorite mid is the 750 M2. I got this my first trip to the factory, and it's been the best mid I've thrown. Overstable, you can really rely on it, I guess. Good wind, mid-range.
That seems accurate.
Yeah. Sound good? Okay.
Why not?
Alright, I carry 5 mid-ranges right now. One more than Zach. It's true in law things. We have 400G M4. It's really beat up and pretty understable. I really like it for hyzer flips.
Where'd you get that?
I think I got it from you. Okay, I did. Zach.
From not saying.
I'm not saying. Okay. I throw it standstill a lot. It's really nice for turnovers. I'll move on. Another M4. This one's a Proto. It's a little more not really overstable, it's just more stable. It goes straight. I can throw it really hard. It does not turn over. I'm gonna slap it. I'll put this one down, and then my own Big Germ stamp, M3. Hyzer flip to straight, goes really far. I love how much this glides. Throw it a lot. Basically everything he just said about is. And I have 2 M2s. A 750 M2 that it's my main mid range for open courses, overstable, and it's good in the wind. Still glides pretty well. And then Proto M2, that's a lot more overstable. Just use it for like really windy shots, headwinds, and things I need to go left.
Good.
I think so.
All right, solid. I have 5 really dirty mid-ranges right now. The first 2 are Proto, or I guess first run M4s. Just a great disc. It's probably one of my favorite mid-ranges. Perfect for hyzer flip. You can kind of power them, and it'll do a nice slow roll. Really nice. I got this blue one from Chris Dickerson a few weeks ago. He just really couldn't throw it as well as I could, so he decided to give it to me, which is much appreciated. Oh, dick. I got, this is an M3. I really like this. This is just probably one of the straightest mid-ranges I have. I actually got this from Mad Dog as well. It's not an X out, it's just a really sweet double stamp, and she said if I didn't throw it, I would have to give it to Zach, and I didn't want to give it to Zach, so
I started throwing.
Put it in the bag.
Didn't even like it.
This is a M2. I just put this in the bag. It's really straight. It's flat. I hadn't really figured it out too much. It does really whatever it wants. It just holds a line.
Whatever it wants or what you want?
I guess what I want. Well,
it's better.
I don't know. It could go either way depending on
Sometimes they have
depending on the condition. Let's just keep it real. Colin just gave me this. This is a 400S and 400S M3, and it's a nice overstable mid-range. For me, it's overstable. It's probably not overstable for these guys, but they can throw a disc about country mile, maybe a chicken coop or 2. Got it from Colin. Colin got it from Zach. No telling where Zach stole it from, but
Gave him a favor to get it.
It's a real jewel, if I may say so myself.
Keeps getting passed around.
Absolutely.
What's up next?
What do you want to do? Yeah, fairway. Start it off, Colin. What you got, C4?
Get to go first?
Yeah.
All right.
No, we're just kidding. I'll go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got excited. All right. I have 4 fairways right now. 2 F5s. This one's a lighter, like 168, 400G, and it's really nice for hyzer flips, turnovers. I can throw rollers with it. Doesn't require much effort to throw straight. Really nice in the woods. And then another 400 F5. This one is a lot more overstable. It does not turn over. I can throw it really hard, just go straight with a very dependable finish. And then I have a 400 F3. It's another hyzer flip to turn, but just flies a little bit different than the lighter F5. Better in the wind. Really long turnovers. I really like this disc. And a new disc in my bag. Thank you.
Throw it down.
I'll put it anywhere I want.
That's what she said. Go ahead.
This is an F2 Proto. It's new to my bag. I'm still figuring it out.
If you didn't hear it, he said that's what she said.
You did. I didn't say that.
It's really workable. It does a lot of. Let's go to Zach.
Continue. Go for it, Zach.
All right. I keep it simple with fairways. I throw 2. I have a Proto F3. Pretty sure it's 400G, but you know, who knows? It's really straight, a little bit of hyzer at the end, and yeah, it's a good fairway. And my favorite is a 400G F5. Also got this from Charlie Davenport. It's only a 166, but it flies really nice. It's a nice hyzer release to flip up. If I throw it flat, it's a nice slow turn, but it's my favorite fairway, the 400G F5.
Money.
You want to do HN or just H?
H.
We'll do those separate. Again, a bunch of really dirty discs, but I'll start out with this Proto F7. I really started throwing understable discs moving up to North Carolina. It's learning to play in the woods is just a whole different ball game. But The F7 is really good for that hyzer flip. You can really stand it up and it'll just, again, go a country mile. This right here I got from Will, this guy.
Will who?
I can't pronounce his last name.
Shistaric.
He's pretty good from what we understand. We call him 3-time, but this is for, I pretty much strictly use this for rollers. It's really understable. It's pretty lightweight, but really good for rollers. 400 GF5. This fairway that I use, just I can rip it on a hyzer and it'll stand up and just do a slow turn, which again I really like. This is the same disc that Colin got. Actually, I probably got this. Did I get this from him?
Yes.
I got this from Colin, and it's an overstable F5. Really like it. Just holds it.
I did not get it from me.
I did not get it from Zach. Got it from his mama. Right here, 750 F2. Probably my favorite fairway I've ever had.
He throws it a lot.
I throw it a lot. You know, I can side hand it, or if you're from Alabama, finger pop it, forehand. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. But this F2 is just money in the bank, straight, dependable fade, and really like it. H's? Me? All right, we'll go to the hybrid series. I just actually realized that I have bird poop on this disc right here.
Zoom in, Marty.
I don't want to touch it, but thank you. Love it. Proto H3. I use it for forehands, backhands, overhands a little bit, tomahawks. Just really dependable, pretty stable, but as we go through these, this is probably the least stable of the H series for myself. H2, it's really, again, probably one of my favorite forehand discs that I have.
What? It's a good one.
Yeah, really good one. Definitely a jewel. Really like it. Just dependable fade. All right, so I just got this, and this is definitely my favorite overhand disc that I've ever owned in my life. It's just a 750 H1, and I throw a lot of thumbers, or I used to throw more, but still throw a good bit, and it just has a stupid slow pan. And if you throw overhand, I would definitely suggest finding one of these. And you know, it's just point and shoot type disc. Rip it overhand. This actually, we'll come back to this.
Just put it in.
Just put it in. Why not? It's in my overstable disc. Those are more my overstable. This is an X1, autographed by Dickie Brewer. Shout out to Dickie.
Dickie!
Yee!
And Penny.
And Penny.
Who else?
And
Gloria.
way to go. And this is a really stable, just high-speed driver, super flat, X1. I use this for pretty much a utility disc, or if there's a lot of headwind, I'll try to throw it backhand. I'll try. It's pretty beefy, but usually I just put it vertical and throw it hard and high and try to get it out of trouble and let it roll for days.
Alright. I carry one of each of the H series.
Solid.
I have a 750 H3. I don't remember where I got it. Oh, I got it from Zach. It's pretty beat up. It goes...
Not true.
Okay, I got it from Coby, who got it from Zach.
Thank you.
Alright, sorry.
We share things.
It's not quite as stable as his H3. I can throw it really hard and it flips up to flat and then fades at the end. Nice smooth hyzers. Really good for my sidearms. Even though my last one's forehand, sidearm's not that great. So
Yeah, it is.
I don't have as much power. So it's pretty nice for that. And then I have an H2, spike hyzers. Look at my disc.
Sorry.
God. Spike hyzers, long skip shots, dependable in the wind. I really like it. And then a 750 H1. I don't throw this often. This really just utility disc. Overhands, flick rollers, flex shots, get out of trouble stuff. And I also carry an X1. What he said is flat. It's really overstable.
really overstable.
It's really nice. It was really windy today, and I threw it a couple times just to be safe. Really nice for approach shots on par fours, and
Good. Okay. I'm going to start off with the H1. I only carry one. It's been in my bag pretty much ever since the H1 came out.
Season.
It has not changed, but it is seasoned. I only forehand this disc. Sidearm, finger pop. It's super overstable. I know I can flick it, and it's going to go left. Next, I carry two 750 H2s. This is the disc that I throw probably the most sidearm. The blue one is a little bit more broke in. I can throw it hard and flat, get it to turn a little bit. I always hyzer it back. The green one is newer, but they go left. They just have a little more glide than the H1.
where'd you get the green one?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if you've heard of Paige Pierce, but she gave this to me because I'm her favorite caddy ever. Next, I carry three H3s. The first two, the orange one, I've had the longest. They're both Protos. The orange one I've had in the bag since after Memorial last year. It's actually really straight. It's beat up. I can flick it in the woods, and it doesn't move. It goes straight. Really like that shit. The next one is newer, really overstable. The best way to describe this is it's an H2 with more glide. Use this for backhand more. I can throw it out into a headwind. I know it's going to go right. And the last H3 I carry is a 400G. Our teammate and boss, pretty much, at Prodigy Disc, Nathaniel Long.
Balls.
And friend.
Boss and friend first.
Friend.
He told me to pick one of these up. The 400G H3 is a little less stable than the 750. You can throw it really hard on a hyzer, it'll actually stand up. You can go straight for a while and then hyzer back at the end. It's new to my bag, but I think I'm really gonna like it. And the X series, I have two 2014, so 2 years ago, stamped green X1s. These are extremely overstable. If you're right-handed, it's going to go left. If you're left-handed, it's going to go right. That's what they do. And Coby's favorite shot of mine, he calls it my go-to, is really good to put it vertical and just throw through the trees, you know, and then it lands and typically rolls to the basket. So pick up
A lot of luck involved.
X1.
Minimal skill in that shot, mostly luck.
But it works.
It works regularly. It's pretty terrifying.
All right, we're going with the D's.
The D's. Keep the D's.
I'll show them the D first.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, so I have, a handful of drivers in here. All right, more than a handful of drivers. Start out with a 400 series D1. This is probably my most overstable driver. I just put it in the bag. I knew it was going to be really windy this weekend, so really just dependable. Gonna fade left pretty hard. Can flick it a little bit. I don't really have enough power in my flicks for this sometimes, but really like it. Probably my favorite flick disc that I own. Proto D1, super flat. Also can throw thumbers pretty well with that. Big Germ showed me that you can throw a thumber with a D1. And yes, I can throw it further than him. I'll go ahead.
We've all seen it.
Yeah.
It's all
Twice.
One more D1. This is just a really straight D1. Still gonna fade out at the end just because the D1s are typically gonna do that unless they're super seasoned. But this is a 400G. Really like that. Probably my go-to driver when there's not much wind. This is a 400 series D2. Actually, Zach gave this to me. He said, I think you'll really be able to throw this better than me. And I was like, I don't think so.
But he did.
It's too understable for Zach.
Too understable. Too much arm speed for him. More stable D2. In my opinion, typically the purple plastic is going to be a little bit more stable. in the 400 series. Agree?
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I would agree. So if your disc is not stable enough and you find one of these, just pick it up. Another D2. Got this. It's got the Volunteer Classic stamp from last year. Did you give this to me?
I think Will did.
Yeah, it was donated by an anonymous person, but really good, dependable. Just hyzer flip, straight, and goes for days. Again, anonymous drop. Got it from UNICEF. All right, D3 Super Pop Top. This is for big hyzer flips, and it'll roll over, but it still comes back at the end pretty dependably as well. But I really enjoy this disc a lot. Just put it in there. Hadn't thrown the D3s too terribly much, but really starting to like it a lot. And I also have a trusty 400 D4. When I first got this disc, I really didn't know what it did. And so I was trying to put little notes on the back, and just right there it just says crush. So I thought it went really far, so I wrote it on there. But now I typically use it for rollers and just, yeah, pretty much rollers and big turnovers that I don't want to come back at all. Also skipped a disc earlier, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in there. A1. If you don't have one, get one. It's a super, super good utility disc. Just like Colin, I got one that's super flat, great for flicks. Also, I can throw it about as hard as I can, 200 on a flex.
Maybe 220.
Maybe 220. I mean, it's just
Downhill.
It's a real beefy disc.
With a headwind, you can throw it farther.
Yeah, that's true. That's for sure. All right, I'm good. That's all I got. Thank you.
All right, I carried two D3s, 400G. It's really domey. It's just my max distance driver with no wind. Really good for hyzer flip, and just it goes really far before coming back and fading at the end. Still learning it, but I really like it so far. And I have another 400G D3. This one's a little flatter, and it just goes really straight. It doesn't turn too much, but I think once it beats up, it's going to go very far.
That plastic feels really good.
Then a
Got him.
then a 400G D2
Let it go.
that it's a little more stable. I can rip it on a hyzer, it flips up to flat and fades every time. If I turn it over, it still flexes out. Got this from my friend Ryan Watson. Thank you very much. And
Railroad right there. Woo! Woo!
Like that disc. And Ryan. I carried 3 D3s. This is a 400.
It's a D1.
It is a D1.
It's not
There's
D3.
3 of them though.
There's
the
3.
only one to do it.
Nailed it.
400 D1. This one crushes. I love this disc. It goes farther on a just straight hyzer than any disc I've ever thrown. Got this from Coby. Thank you.
He threw it today during the Savannah Open into like a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, probably about 450 on a hyzer.
Tons of glide.
No joke.
I really like it. And then Zach clued me in on these guys. It's a 400 D1. It's 167, but it is so overstable. It's awesome.
Ridiculous.
It's like an X1, but it has glide. It's crazy. I love throwing it. It was 25-mile-an-hour winds today, and I'm throwing into a headwind and still does not turn at all. I carried 2 just in case I threw one in the water, but I didn't. I love these discs. I picked up a whole stack of them, and yeah. That's all.
Nailed it.
10 out of 10?
So, I have a couple more distance drivers than these guys.
It's for those tight wooded courses in
Just a
East
couple
Tennessee.
more.
Well, this is for those little finger pops.
I'm gonna start with the D3. I only carry 1. I started throwing this in Vegas last year, 2015. I pretty much only use the D3 for flicks. We play in the woods, so it's a really good sidearm disc to throw with a little bit of hyzer, stand up, goes really straight. You can throw it flat, get a little turn out of it, it comes back. It's just a really, really good disc that you can throw without a lot of effort. Next, I'm going to go to the D1s. The first one I have is a 163 D1. It's 400G. Yeah, my boss's son taught us. Got his name on here. He's the man. This one is super beat up. Really beat up, and it's actually my longest roller I've ever thrown. When I throw it right.
How far was it?
No, I'm not understanding. But great roller disc when they beat in. Next, a few D1s. I'm going to start with the least stable. I have two purple. I believe this one's 167. This one's 173. But they both have a little more dome than most D1s typically have. And they actually fly less stable. This one has a spaceman stamp. Thank you, Kale. He gave this to me last year. Just goes really far. The way they use the D3 is the way I throw these D1s. You know, they don't fly like normal D1s. They ball. No.
Go so far. Zach Melton.
Jolly. Next, we go with another purple 400. This is exactly like the ones Colin throws, and they're really overstable. It's the next one with glide. I throw a backhand and sidearm. Coby has one? My bad. He does too. Next, I have a 400 series blue D1. It's another 167. Really overstable. It looks good. It does look good. Looks really overstable. I throw this out over the water. It comes back. I don't have to worry about it flipping ever.
Only over water. He only throws that disc over
Threw it
water.
over water today.
That's it. That's true. You did. You
All right.
smashed it over.
I have two 400G D1s. One of them's Team Stamp. I've had it in my bag since last year. It's still really overstable. I only throw this sidearm, and I know I can throw it hard, and it's going to go left. And the last one I got off my boy, Tyler Starnes, Ginger Snaps.
Yeah.
I threw one of my favorite D1s in the water at a course in Knoxville, and he gave me this to replace it. It's in between the really overstable ones and the bombers. It's got good stability, but if I throw it hard, it goes really straight. And my favorite distance driver, 400G. I don't like that one. D2.
Wait, Zach, didn't you have a blue?
I had a blue one in the bag today, and it went in the water on a really righty-friendly hole, but I'm not going to get into that.
Sorry,
Here in Savannah, Georgia. Colin didn't use a disc. If you want to throw far, I say get one of these. They have good stability, that you can throw them hard, they're not going to flip, but they have a lot of glide. I'll throw my furthest shot in the air with this D2 up at Hot Collar, Virginia. Love this disc. Get 400G D2. We done?
Minis.
Minis.
Oh my goodness.
Minis.
We
All
have
right.
two minis.
So let's. You want to start?
Yeah, sure. All right, so I think it's really important to have a good mini because I don't know. I'll miss a putt. I'll look down, see my mini, and laugh.
It's got to keep you smiling.
Yeah, exactly. Use it often. Mine is our buddy Calvin Heimberg. Was mistakenly called Calvin Heimborg. So now he's I don't know.
He's a Heimborg.
He's a Heimborg. I mean, that's all you need to know.
Heimborg sideboard.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the best thing ever.
See this face? It's beautiful.
Would you look at it?
Just look at
Would
it.
you just look at it?
I have a Zach Melton mini. This is my opinion, just a true piece of art. It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. If you don't know who he is, just Google it. You'll understand.
Google it.
With Zach's head with a mullet. I mean, it's just truly beautiful.
Glorious.
And again, when you do miss a putt and you look down and see
Me laughing at you.
see Zach laughing at you, you know, it can really make light of the situation. And we'll leave it at that.
Okay. And my mini is the Juice Mini. I don't know if you see a resemblance, but just like to imagine that when I make a putt, he's smiling at me saying, "You're classy," and when I miss a putt, he's definitely making fun of me saying, "Nice up." But
A big germ design.
Yeah,
big germ to design it.
Really good.
We'll take that, Cody.
It was really awesome getting to play this weekend here at the Savannah Open. Got to hang out with a lot of friends, meet a lot of new people. Just a shout out to a couple of the sponsors. Of course, Prodigy Discs with all these, just making, in my opinion, some of the best plastic in the game. Really consistent, just awesome all around discs, and you know we really appreciate that. Wolfpack Discs, really appreciate them as well. And also here and there disc golf, our buddy Cody Vitale, he lost a really good friend this weekend, and you know just it's tough when that happens, but he's a trooper, and you know he does a lot to support the game and as well as myself, and I really appreciate him as a part of my sponsorship. You know, again, he just does a lot. So if you think about just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, him and his family.
That's it. Thank you, Airborne Disc Golf. Kale, you the man.
I just want to point out that we have 3 people doing an in the bag, and it was still half the length germs was. Just wanna-
Pretty sure germs
Literally half the
take longer.
Yeah.
And more takes.
Yes. Well,
2 claps on that.
What's that?
We're done. Yep.
We done. Woo! Oh, who's gonna pick up all these discs?
Melton, can I have your autograph?
Oh my gosh. Too many frisbees. Oh, I don't want to do this. Okay.
152 disc pickup.
Marty.